12:02, baby. Get the stylus ready. Mr. Portsman, I've finished processing the bloody letters, sir. Alright, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Whoa, animation. Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this. Oh, yeah. Interception. Now our side's got the ball. Sorry. If it isn't Detective Gumshoe. End of the line for you, pal. We got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know. I noticed he didn't deny that Gumshoe was a dog. That's sad. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay. You promise to stay out of your way. Out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? You can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your poop. Yes, it has come to this. Now you're gonna get it. Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Von Karma. Don't you mention that whore to me! The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. It really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me, because they won't work? The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. You tell that asshole. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you've yet to prove anything. Man, Edgeworth is solid as a rock in this game. Holy crap, man. Like, no mind games work on him. There's none of this... Oh, well, I'm not going to say anything because for fear of spoiling things in other games, but... Okay, so... Oh, well that's easy. Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. We ain't done by a damn sight. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something? I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on. Heads up! Rebuttal will allow me to retort. I have no idea what sort of half-brained idea you have in mind. Okay, that's not even worth talking about. There's a mountain of evidence that points away from me. That's pretty much crap, too. Besides, how may I ask? Do you propose I unlocked? Let's see what you have to say about this. Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier. Your speculations mean nothing, as I still insist I cannot gain access to your room. Should I raise an objection? Damn right, you do that, Edgeworth. You claim to have had no way to open my door. However, is that really the honest truth? Alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot. We're not playing basketball here. Very well then. I propose that you use this to open my door.
Take that.
I believe you were able to open my office door. With the master key, no less.
Objection.
Wait. Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. She was your tool. That's right. You used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key. You would ask Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? Crap, huh? What? No, don't stand by him. This is not a cute couple. These two do not belong together. I mean, look at his tan next to hers. He looks like Donald Trump next to her. I mean, good lord. Why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we? Oh, sure. I'm certain that it was Mr. Portman's door, sir. Unless the number plates were switched, which I'm not really holding out for that, but I don't know, it's a possibility. You switched them by switching the number plates on our doors, for example. Oh man. That's right. They do slide out pretty easily. Yeah, a lot of things slide out pretty easily, don't they? It's one other thing to give a very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. You had her break into my office. And why would you want to do that? What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Burr think that it was his room? Didn't we just say the name tags? Let's present the door.
Take that.
I guess so. What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Even I wouldn't get tricked by something like that, sir. I suppose not. Oops! Oh, damn, okay, I was wrong. Was Maggie really misled Miss Edgeworth? I believe so, and Mr. Portley had used this to give her the wrong impression. Oh wait, we got another page over here. Hang on a second. What does it say? Well, 3 pieces of evidence rather than talking about on the phone. It looks like you're out, because I'll catch up to you later, buddy. He could have shown her the note, I guess. Oh, no, 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 I know what he did! Oh, I know exactly what he... Oh my god. Now it's like sticking out like a sore thumb. He used the basketball hoop. That fucking thing. Yeah. That's why it's been moved. Mm-hmm. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a particular prosecutor. Off with his head! That's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's. There are signs that the hoop has been moved. Shoot the hoop to sit in front of my office, to be sure. Yeah, I am. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. What? What? Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. Ugh. This guy's crazy. Man, I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket, which isn't even yours. Dude, don't be dissing on her jacket. She looks cool. Uh-huh. She just washed it yesterday. Yeah, you tell that asshole. The slime of the deodorant that melted from the heat of his armpits. Man, he does have some pretty nice forearms, though, I can't lie. So anyway, you're just spouting nonsense. Alright, am I? Nonsense, you say? Yes, because I'm telling the truth here. You're just... Wow. Talk about cutting me off mid-spin. I had the girl open my office door.
Hold it.
Using the master key. Jeez, what's with a yawn all of a sudden out of the blue, just here in the middle of the day, all of a sudden 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you're yawning, man. Actually, it's 2:30, but it doesn't matter. You have a problem with that? That is what the master key's for. Yeah, put it underground. In that Dragon Warrior cave in Chapter 4. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You were what? I was doing my usual training regimen. Couldn't you just do that outside? Yeah. You do laps around your office. You must be the buffest prosecutor we have. With the weakest legal muscles, it would seem. Ooh. Okay. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. I'm gonna find one, though. I think I've given you quite a few reasons, actually. Uh-oh. But none of those will stand up on their own. That's okay, because all together they will. It's like in Final Fantasy, World of Final Fantasy, you stack, you know, and when you do that, you become more powerful. That's what I have. My evidence is stacked against you, literally.
Objection!
Every single thing. One more little push and his stack will tumble. Okay, we do. But most of this is just like ad hominem. Well, not really. But it's misrepresentation of the facts. Alright, seriously, future self, cut out that yawn. Let's see what we got here. We have the door, the thing, the toilet. We have the note. We do have the note. Try this on. We haven't used this yet. There's a large flaw in your logic. Oh, shoot. This isn't like you at all, sir. Concentrate. I know, I'm not as good as Edgeworth, I'm sorry. You shouldn't put a brain like mine into a body like his. It won't work. Remain calm, Miles. It's the only way. Okay. Maybe I presented that on the wrong statement. Yeah, actually it makes more sense to present it on this one. When he says he was in his room the entire time.
Objection!
Here we go, okay. That was a lie. Boom! What are you talking about? How is that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door. Or did you not notice? Well, I almost didn't notice it. And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then where were you, and what the hell were you doing? Off with your head! Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you.
Objection!
Yeah. That's just nonsense. You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me? Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way! Oh, just wait. This is proof positive that you had Miss Bird open the door for you. Bam. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's it. I had your door dusted for prints. My door? Oh, what for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right. I didn't find anything, and definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob. Off with your head! Further, all the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you've stolen my office with the intent of stealing something from me. Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Damn, dude. Ah. Yeah! Yeah, fart on that. Fart on him. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. But you couldn't do that because that would have been way too suspicious. As I said when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office! Nobody! Breakdown time? Breakdown time? That's too soon, right? It's just what's so funny, pal? Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor, as he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What? Mr. Edgeworth just... I was debating in my head whether or not I should count that what. You know what? Count it. Also, the very first what in this entire LP, I missed it. So count that one too while we're at it. Alright, now. Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer! Stop trying to be slippery, just admit to the crime already! And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints. Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well. What? I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. Oh no. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. Yeah, I think he did, but, well, doesn't matter. That is no excuse. Of course I can't. But it's common sense, man. Back me up here, sir. Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Can't prove that he didn't look at it and just deliberately ignore it, you know? Airtight, you say? I only realized that I had one just now as we were talking. So I guess it would have been better for all of us if I told you sooner. Well, you could have told us sooner. But then there wouldn't be a game, would there? If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around, I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. I don't have time to call all those detectives and wake their asses up at 2 in the morning, have them coming in grumpy the next day because their wives wouldn't give them any. You think it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like, you'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe. Sir, yes sir. I'll go check out his alibi. I'll be right back. Sorry for farting, sir. It's just... it comes out sometimes, you know? Oh, no! No! That's not possible! Oh, man. Oh, man. Why would they say that? Did he pay them off? If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? Ugh, okay, let's just press. Press it all. You are correct, it was around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Oh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. And it was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation with the culprit. Okay. It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? I saw you! Even though I'm just the player. It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Objection!
Well, there you go. Oh, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It wasn't me. Okay then. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Bull hell. Why the fuck you lying? So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit. Why? Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Asked around, I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate, and we did that, and they said yeah. Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. It was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said they saw you at around that time. See? I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had on my sleeve. Thumbs up! Impossible. He actually does have the perfect alibi. What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face? Can you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? No, see, he knows when he's cornered, but he doesn't take it too hard. Because he has faith that there's a way out. And there has to be. I think that's one of the things, though, when you're playing these games, you know you're going to win in the end. So sometimes it's hard to forget that, you know, to put that out of your mind and to actually immerse yourself and imagine, you know, that what if you were one of these characters and you weren't sure? You didn't know that you were going to win. You were like going flying by the seat of your pants. You know, it's like it's a whole different ballgame for them than it is for me. So I try, you know, a lot of times to just, you know, put it out of my mind that this is a game and just get myself immersed. So anyway, what I'm talking too much. Anyway, so I think we've reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. Isn't he trying to get off shit, Ozzy? No more tears, my ass. You there, sir? Please escort the young lady out, but remember, be gentle. Maggie! No, Detective Gumshoe! Please, one last kiss. I love you. I know. Ugh. Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn this situation around. If I only had a clue. And not knowing what the clue is, though, that definitely helps to, you know, to cement that feeling that, oh no, I can't win this, you know. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? Okay, Mr. Portman's alibi. The intruder I met could not have been Portsman. Then who could it have been? Oh, I need to connect something here, don't I? Okay. We're just stopping in the middle of a case here to rearrange our evidence here. Okay, we have Mr. Portman's alibi. That must be one of them. The intruder I met could not have been Portsman. Then who could it have been? Okay, well, we know the other guy was Buddy Faith for sure, because his body was there. I wasn't meeting with Buddy Faith myself. I've never met that dude in my life. Culprit rearranged my files twice. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun in play here? Well, I mean, the other gun, it definitely suggests that there was another person involved. And he's trying to tell me it was just Buddy Faith here by himself. You know, one of us killed him? I think I'm gonna go with that. Do it, Edgeworth. Make the connection for me, because I'm too dumb. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. Yes, there were. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life, and the other that almost robbed me of my jacket. Oh my god, that's actually what he said. Jeez. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun and a second gunman was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person. Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. Yes! Okay. Oh, again? Another visitor. Oh, it's just gonna give me this one? Files in disarray. Huh. So it probably wasn't the same person, you know, going through the files. Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and killed him with it, and once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. Suck on that. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back.
Objection!
Boom! Pointing in the link view. Mr. Portsman, it seems I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great! So you finally come to your senses. Mr. Edgeworth? Sir, what are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? But sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. Yup. 2 times in a row, man! I try to lock up my office, but then somebody breaks in! Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Objection!
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. This music. Damn, this is a great track, whatever this is. Is this like the cornered of this game or something? This is like some progressive rock shit or something, man. It's highly, what's the word? Shoot, ambitious, yeah. And it's totally an Edgeworth song too, man. It has that intensity, you know, that he has. You really gotta hear that bass line, though. It's like that. Oh. Oh man, got you by the balls now, don't I, dude? This was the moment when the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind. Well, if things were simple as that, all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room. This is where it gets complicated. There was another? Visitor, sir? Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from... Okay. And then entered my room and searched through my shelves. But who was this person? Like, who could it have been? Huh. Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with her own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter. Oh boy. Sure enough. Oh man, this just got really good now. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about this at first, but it's getting, man, okay, I'm in now. I'm ready. Yep.
Objection!
Hey, don't stop my music. What's so funny, pal? Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all. But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. I'm gonna circumcise you! Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right. I spin. What did... What is this sound? I hear... Okay, I guess it's just water running. I don't know what that is, but there's like a high-pitched word to it. It's accompanying it. It's scary. It would indeed render my alibi, which had withstood scrutiny in mind you. I didn't read that. I seriously didn't. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. Oh, crap! Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir. Yeah, but he has a point. My whole point was that there were two different people, but we didn't establish which one he was, the first or the second. Don't say that, sir. I don't believe this. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. Well, maybe he is now. I don't know. Maybe you can help us out. Oh, shit! What music is this now? Good lord, this is going crazy. That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down to criminal affairs. Man, this music's really fast, too. So you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course! Now isn't the time to be wasting time on dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Why are you so scared? I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Alright then. Rebuttal. Alibi Part 2. Diarrhea Take 2. The thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? Well, yeah. But let's press. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Why not? That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Yeah. Mr. Faith's killer very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after they were on there that the thief stole one of them. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And that's how we also know the letters themselves were set up and not for Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves? Exactly. Off with your head. So maybe the killer just didn't think of that. Oh, he thought of it. Yeah. You're grasping now, dude, man. We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. After this conversation, I'm surprised the sun isn't up. Once escaped, I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby. You never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after. Oh, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief. No, he didn't get what he was after. Well, I mean, he did get what I was going to say. Because we saw in the... You know what I'm talking about. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. We don't care. How many calories did you burn? Oh, never mind. Dang it. No, we don't need to prove that. That doesn't matter. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs.
Hold it.
Because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. Well, he took a nap, all right. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. What of the evidence he brought? They were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun, and a pendant. Which you're probably wearing. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Well, let's not do that then. He brought me 2 items, a gun and a pendant, that are related to yesterday's. We're not going to go into a whole nother case here, are we? I don't think so. A gun and a pendant. Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon, and this pendant, which belonged to the victim. Oh, crap. Why are you taking them to criminal affairs? There was something in a past case file I wanted to compare these two to. But all this has nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find the long paper trail I left to be your satisfaction. I feel like that's going to come up again. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. Well, yes you can, because all you gotta do is watch your security cameras. I can't expect you to know, can I? Nope, but I guess you can expect me to take a guess based on logical deductions. Oh, then let's see you deduce. Yeah, let's see you do this, man. Jim waited for me to leave, and then stole the master key. For the purpose of sneaking into your room, of course. And that's when Miss Bird caught him red-handed and the murder occurred. It's all exactly as I laid it out earlier. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Okay. Well then. Let me see. That thief you ran into should be a real suspect. We should be out there looking for that thief. No, we shouldn't. We should be standing here, you know, measuring each other's schlongs. I don't know. So, yeah, when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down in criminal affairs. He brought me 2 items. Gun and a pendant that related yesterday. Wait a second! Dude, does it say that here? Found under the door for the absent... Oh my god! Are you crazy? You've got to be out of your mind. Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Might I inquire what's going on? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I ain't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece of junk that I think you should read carefully. Mm-hmm. Simple arithmetic, baby. Where is the missing piece of evidence? Are you wearing it around your neck? A pendant, a gun, and an Olympic medal. You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. And trust me, I've seen some guilty faces, let me tell you. Pat down. Oh, dear God, man. This is all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me. No! Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir. Videotape. What the hell? Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would you hide something like that? So, there's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Oh no. I almost feel bad for him now. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. First we have to find a VCR, but they don't make those anymore, so we're gonna have to go onto eBay. That'll take a couple of days for it to get here in the mail, so we're gonna have to tie you up. You know what? Anyway. Alright, let's look. Oh god, really? There's blood on the tape. That's blood, isn't it? Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. Uh-oh. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood? No, you got it all wrong. Do I? No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run the blood test to find the truth. And maybe watch the tape too, but that's okay. You told us you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video. Yeah, it's totally suspicious! Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine the tape for fingerprints. Oh my god, off with your head. This guy ain't gonna have a head left. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. No, impossible! Impossible! Whoa! Okay, okay. What did you just do? What?! Where is he? Did he disintegrate? Oh, man! Very good. And the results we got back from the lab tests on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. Blood work came back. There was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. As a bonus, they were able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well. Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir. It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies. It's good, it's all good. Lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time. Because next time, who knows? If it had been a hold-up or a hostage situation, I'd throw my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person. Oh, man. No, she's got to keep the job. It's essential. My ship can only work out if she does. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? Who do you think you're talking to? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons. Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession. We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up. Although we can be pretty certain it was to steal something. This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh, Edgeworth likes the sound of that. He loves the thought of going to take some shit down. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly leads credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Huh? That Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy? Didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance to this piece of evidence. We never used this, did we? Pages pertaining to a case tried 10 years ago by my predecessor. Is Von Karma in this game? Oh my god.
Take that!
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. This card. What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. It is the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about. Oh my god. The mark of the great thief, Yatagarasu! Under the mark of the legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end. A modern Robin Hood. Ooh. Man. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing them at some point. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back. What? Let me see. It's the location of the ringmaster's head. Also where the thief put the stolen files. What? No way. Yeah, they are. Oh, man. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. Man, alright. Well, we're just getting started here. Holy jeez, man. And next time on Investigations, Turnabout Airlines. Ooh, I like me some airports. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the same airport where Francisca left. I don't know. I gotta stop talking about that. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye now.